I'm so tired of the term crash out.
Crash out.
Crash out. Crash out.
What is the single most legendary crash out of all time? How has no one posted this? This is the legendary crash out. This guy, the whole thing, you describe it as a crash out. That's it? Just a crash out? What else is on the crash out list? Oh, well, one scroll down, that's convenient. Oh, KSI responding to Dan TDM when Dan criticized him for making a Lunchable substitute? I guess these are just both crash outs. A crash out is like you spilled a glass of milk on a carpet and you freaked out a little more than you should have. It's not the yeah, Hitler really crashed out when he unalived 6 million Jewish people. I heard a lot of them got raped too. I love having to use baby words as a 23-year-old man. And a lot of the time this word is used to describe an action that's very justified. Obviously I'm not talking about Hitler. I'm talking about like these Apple Pay pranks on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Pranks where you go up to a random person in a store, gotta make sure it's an elderly person though. You put your phone up to their phone, you play the Apple Pay sound, and you tell them you stole $100 from them.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like that. Thank you. Just $100, ma'am. Just $100. That's all.
What?
No, it's for the Black Lives Matter organization.
I don't give a what it's for.
She saw red when you said BLM. Ugh, we just fucking pranked this racist loser. Can you believe this Alzheimer's patient crashed out when she thought she had her bank account drained? God, she was saving up for her CPAP machine too. Good luck trying to breathe tonight, dumbass, with that sleep apnea. That's you tonight, by the way. You got pranked.
Talk to him. What is it?
All right.
It's a prank.
Call the police.
Sir, what are you doing? Dog, it's a prank. It's a prank.
It's a prank. It's a prank.
Motherfucker.
It's a prank.
You got pranked. Duke Dennis is officially destined for bankruptcy.
I just recently learned that he had 6 children. He told me he had 2.
You have not seen your child in 7.5 months.
Am I one of Duke Dennis' baby mamas? Yes, I am.
Oh my God, no, she's not!
I'm one of his baby mamas too.
Raise us, Duke. You promised you'd raise us. Duke Dennis, please raise us. This is a real family tree that I found on Twitter. Who the fuck made this? I swear to God, last week he had 8 kids. How is the number 36 now? This is just a program that women are entering at this point. Boom. Do you even need proof anymore? Like, can you just walk into a courtroom with a black baby and walk out with $100K in child support a month? That's how much the courts favor women. You know he's gonna have to pay for every single one of these babies, and one of them is Asian. Why is one of them Asian? This baby is not even half black. This is a full Chinese baby. I mean, we've seen it with people like Brendan Fraser. This guy had to pay his ex-wife $900,000 a year for 10 years straight in child support. What could make that number that high? This guy's kid better be in an iron lung. I mean, seriously, you should have to plug him in for that much money. He better have disabilities that science has never seen before. He better be breathing through a tube. And then I looked it up and one of his kids just has autism. It's just autism. What are you trying to cure it? You need 8 G-Wagons to cope with the stress of Asperger's?
Really?
Now, on the other side, a lot of people make the argument that Duke Dennis hasn't seen his kid in 7 months, so he doesn't have the right to crash out like this. My argument would be, why would you have a kid with Duke Dennis?
What's a father?
Like, if I'm a woman and I see a man that just constantly self-aggrandizes themselves to just begging for female validation with these IRL streams, I'm gonna heavily question if I should have a kid with that person. I mean, just look at this. This man is so deep in his own asshole. He is constantly being followed by a trail of groupies. He loves it so much. Like, as a man, if I'm gonna choose a woman to have a kid with, let me, like, analyze my options really quick. Alright, I got it.
Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue.
Like, is Bonnie Blue gonna be sitting making lasagna for my family at 6 p.m. or is she gonna be taking cock? Is Duke Dennis really gonna be sitting making a casserole, or is he gonna be getting followed by a trail of groupies like a loser, right? Everyone wants to LARP as a LOLcow. They want the views, they want the money.
Bill Jensen is Chris Griffin from Family Guy.
But I can guarantee they don't want to actually become one. Keemstar made this show called LOLcow Live, where he gathered a bunch of 50-year-old losers that'll do anything for views, and he created this cinematic universe full of staged fights.
Right the fuck out my face again!
And on the very rare occasion when the drama isn't staged, it's still not LOLcow status. You still have fan bases that genuinely like you. Like Boogie, you're on the LOLcow list of people that had sex with their disabled mother and someone that asked a 14-year-old if they masturbated, like Nova Online did.
Question, but how often do you masturbate?
But as you said, I've been looking cute when I sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're adorable.
You don't want to have a diaper fetish. You don't want to suck on a pacifier. You don't want to live this life, Boogie. Nova Online probably thinks Boogie is a fraud for dating a 20-year-old as a 48-year-old. Like that's some stolen valor LOLcow shit. He probably thinks that's child's play. That's the problem. He probably thinks it isn't child's play. You can't manufacture this crash out. This is pure anguish. This is Nova Online finding out his Discord was removed and he was planning to groom a minor that evening.
Oh no, not the server! The server got nuked! Fuck! 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 Fuck me sideways!
How easy is it for a pedophile to pick up an underage child using social media?
Time to send some people to fucking
Pound Town.
I made a fake profile on Facebook posing as a 15-year-old boy.
Do you ever just randomly think of a YouTuber that you used to watch 12 years ago and wonder, what are they doing right now? Well, I'll tell you. Tobuscus is begging for a Britney Spears collab on Twitter for 80 likes, living in his car. Popular MMOs is passed out, blackout drunk on a sidewalk. Leafy is here, is actually the only successful one, because he's gonna be on the next episode of My 600-Pound Life. They're not doing great, but by far the worst one is Bart Baker. This guy blew up on YouTube 12 years ago, making the most unwatchable song parody videos. He was in black. He turned a 13-year-old Rebecca Black's innocent song about waking up and going to school into her waking up, being horny, and being abducted by a child predator, piercing her nipples, trimming the puss. This video had 268,000 likes. You could do anything on YouTube back in the day. Well, that was up until PewDiePie released that Fiverr video where he paid those Indians to hold up that sign about the Jewish people that nuked all the ad revenue on YouTube. At this point, the only way to make money on YouTube was to hold your 6-year-old at gunpoint and force them to go down slides. So Bart Baker was essentially out of a job. And this guy wasn't a small YouTuber either. He averaged like 10 million views a video. He was used to being like a superstar. He couldn't pivot to some small shit. So he did what I wish a lot of other YouTubers did, to be honest, and just joined the winning team. He became a Chinese person. Well, not really, but like,
I see you tomorrow, or maybe I'll see you tonight. I don't know. I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Get away from me! I hate you! I hate all of you!
Jesus. I don't like how people on the internet made fun of him for this. People said it was crashing out. This is a justified crash out. When have YouTubers ever stood for anything? They stand for what gives them the most money and likability. Yeah, and China's winning the global race, by the way.
The US has the bigger gun, and so China ends up having...
We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years.
This is just Kai Cenat in 5 years. Like, he's gonna be getting musical about the Tiananmen Square massacre, favoring the Chinese government's perspective. All of a sudden, the Uyghur camps are not taking place after that sleeping stream with Xi Jinping. I legally cannot say this one is justified.
And he said he wanted his money back, and losing that money was the final blow in what he describes as a year of being knocked down and told no.
I don't think as a society we can have car dealerships anymore. This is a system that only worked 20 years ago. They're scamming people in broad daylight, and back then people weren't so poor and high. Nowadays, if you scam someone, there's a 50% chance they're on fentanyl. Of course they're gonna drive into the dealership. Like, put yourself in the perspective of someone on fentanyl. I just got scammed and now I have this car. Why don't I drive into the dealership? Don't smoke meth and drive into a dealership, but also don't step on someone's shoe and hand them a loaded AK-47. These are things you should just both not do. The customer in this video claimed that there were major problems with the vehicle that weren't disclosed to him at the time of sale, so he called them back 3 hours later once he noticed them, and they didn't give him a refund.
I want the car. I told you, motherfuckers.
The sweetheart gave them a pretty good heads up, like, I'm gonna crash my car into the dealership if you don't give me a refund. That would have been a pretty sweet time to toss him over that Then after the disaster happened, the dealership told the news this.
Dealerships really want to do right by the customer. If you want to bring the car back, great, we'll bring the car back.
Murray says that's not true.
They offered a refund. Really?
Let's go! Mr. Maurice came out and sold his soul for the Dodge Challenger.